All right, so today we are speaking to Simon, who made his first $250 basically instantly within joining Digital Launchpad. He went through the Pen to Profit program and he actually got an opportunity, a $250 gig directly from within the Digital Launchpad community itself. And then as time went on, he got more interested in sales, went through a sales training program and already landed his first sales gig and made over $1,000 with that. So it's only been 5 months and he's already made his first $1,000 and join the 1K club inside of DL. If you want to find out exactly how he did it, stick around for the rest of the video.
Simon, thank you for joining me. Very excited to have you here. How are you doing?
Same over here, man. I'm doing good. How about you?
Not bad at all. Okay, so just before we dive into everything, just a quick intro on your part. How old you are, where you're from, a little bit of a background.
I'm Simon, 20 years old, from Belgium right now. Got into Digital Launchpad 5 months ago. It's been going decent till it now.
Perfect. Can you give us an idea of what you were actually doing before joining Digital Launchpad? What did work look like? Were you studying? What was the situation?
We could sum it up as procrastinating, to be honest. But it's primarily just school. I just graduated this July, so happy with that. But at that time, looking to get into making money online. So that's what I did by joining Digital Launchpad.
Yeah. And how did Digital Launchpad first come onto your radar? Like, where did you first hear about it? Had you been following him on previously? Where did that all come from?
Yeah, I was primarily just following Iman for, I would say, like 2 years almost.
Okay.
So when I heard Digital Launchpad, I was like, yeah, maybe it's actually time to turn my life around and look into this further.
Yeah. So just getting straight into the nitty gritty, right? You went into sales. How much have you made so far from the whole experience of Digital Launchpad, like in terms of monetary value? Where are you operating at?
Total right now of 1.5K. Yep.
1.5K. And you've made that in more or less since you've been in Digital Launchpad, right? That's all happened after coming in.
Yeah, essentially 3 months of learning, 2 months of actually having edits, having a job.
So what did you do week by week? Did you just come in, choose the particular program, and then just from there work your way through it? Did you do six-figure sales rep, I assume? That's the program you took?
When I joined, I had like a marketing background. So the first thing I did was actually start copywriting. So I did that for 1 month, made $250 from it, from opportunities in Digital Launchpad itself. So that was cool. And then I was intrigued by six-figure sales rep. So that's what I got into and actually, I could say, get hooked on.
By the way, that's amazing for everybody listening. Like, you did the Pen to Profit program initially and picked up an opportunity from Digital Launchpad in the community and made $250. So literally, it doesn't matter what program you do, right? There's always opportunities here. But just going back to six-figure sales rep a little bit, when you've gone onto that and you've seen the program, how have you approached it? How have you then gone about the learning process?
I think it's more of you get so much from actually value of what you need to know, but then it's also more of what you need to do and put all the knowledge you have into practice. And that is by doing mock calls, practicing with people you know inside the community, while also getting a job and putting the practice you had into real life to actually real life leads and prospects.
Yeah. And how did you find the actual program itself? Was it easy to follow, the layout of it, everything like that, the resources? How did you find that experience?
It was perfect, actually. It's just following the program, while also, if you have any questions, you can always ask the community and the frequently asked questions. So pretty easy to follow.
You've also been on Scott's calls a lot, right? So Scott Running, sales coach, sales manager. I mean, I think he's extraordinary in my opinion. I think he's so passionate about coaching as well. And really with Scott, it was just something we asked him to do. But I think everybody's finding so much value in it. And, you know, why wouldn't you? Scott's unbelievable at what he does. How have you found, I can tell from your facial expressions that you're loving him, but how have you found that coaching that you've received from Scott?
It's also like the track record and support that Scott has, also with being an educate, what he does, it brings over like a personality that he has that I think resonates with a lot of people, while also giving you the value that he knows at a level you understand. Like it's easy to incorporate into the practice.
So just taking it back a little bit, I understand now you've come into Digital Launchpad, you've made money in copywriting, you've made money in sales, you're flying, you seem to be very content, very big smile on your face. How did you feel about yourself before Digital Launchpad? You said you were procrastinating. How did you feel within yourself at that time?
Before Digital Launchpad, I was you could sum it up as throwing your life in the drain. Essentially just drinking, partying, having it with friends, etc., without having a thought about how your future life will look like.
Yeah.
So I think that's primarily just a mindset shift of actually working on your future self is what Digital Launchpad, like, I can never forget that, to be honest.
And how do you feel now about the direction your life's taking now? How are you feeling about the future?
It's better, to be honest. Working on yourself, health, financial, in all directions, it has gone up. Digital Launchpad has contributed massively to that.
Yeah. And I think it's very important when you come in and there's like-minded individuals, a group of people who, much like yourself, they've probably come here because they want to make their entry into the online space. Obviously, you know, I'm very passionate about the community. I spend as much time as I can trying to help people out. How have you found the community aspect of Digital Launchpad? How has that played into your journey?
The community aspect itself, you can ask questions about anything that's coming to mind with having an answer almost directly. But also you can provide value to other people, which helps them in the direction they're going to. It's like 50-50. 50-50, awesome, I would say. Yeah.
What would you say is the best part of your journey so far in Digital Launchpad? Was it the program? Was it the sale? Was it making the money? Is it the community? What would you say is the best part of your journey?
I think it was actually just picking up my life. Yeah. And thinking about myself.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Yes, you've made money, but I think more you've made that switch mentally that, right, okay, I need to get my shit together. I need to put life into action. And that's the biggest win, right? If you can, you know, $1,000, it's a decent amount of money, but it's not going to change your life forever. But that switch in mindset, that switch in personality, that you can't put a price on that. And to say that you've come into Digital Launchpad and found that switch is incredible. Like, that's going to set you up now for the next, well, hopefully for a long, long time.
Indeed.
Have you managed to watch any of the other programs? Obviously, we've got the Perfect Fit. We've got Mike Thurston's program. Have you watched any of the lifestyle-based programs within Digital Launchpad?
I've watched like the first phases of Mike Thurston's program. I think primarily I was going to get at it when I was looking to see if I can build a personal brand. And I'm looking to see if I can build one now with almost sharing the knowledge I have now about sales. But also the program of Luke Alexander. I've watched some of it and it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Essentially, as a beginner sales rep, I wouldn't say it's hard to get a sales job, but it's a hassle to get a sales job. And it's the first sales job that changes everything.
And your first sales job as well was one of our previous sales coaches, Nehemiah, helped you find that job, right?
Yeah, exactly. He posted a job opportunity and signed up to it. Didn't get the job immediately. They reached back out 1.5 months later and I was in.
So this is incredible, right? You've really utilized the network, the community in every way. You found a copywriting job here. One of the sales coaches has helped you find a job. You've taken the coaching off Scott, who's our sales manager. You've watched the programs. I assume you've met people in the community who are now also your friends and that people that you speak to on a regular basis as well.
Yeah. People I speak to on a regular basis, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. So to everyone watching who hasn't joined yet, what would you say to them? Why should they act now and sign up to Digital Launchpad?
To turn your life around, to be honest. It's what Digital Launchpad did for me. Think about your future. Think about how you can make money. And that's exactly what Digital Launchpad offers. If you're looking for sales, copywriting, personal brand, etc. It's like a life changer, I would say.
So yeah, now obviously, Simon, you've made your first $1,000 and then some. We're obviously, as you're aware, today launching the 1K club within the community as well. For people like yourself who have hit that milestone, right? That's what we try to promise our students, right? That this is the best way to get to $1,000. You've got there, now you'll go into the 1K club and you'll get an opportunity to mix in with people who are also at that level. Because I find that if you put people together at the same level and they're pushing for the next level, it's a lot easier for you to connect. So you're going to be one of the first entrants into the 1K club. And how do you feel about that?
It's an honor, man. It's an honor.
Yeah.
Can't even put it to words.
Yeah, there'll be a few of you. Everybody I've interviewed so far will go into the 1K club and I'll be keeping my eye on that little section and seeing how you guys are doing. I don't want to see any complacency now you've made your first K and that's it. Like, no, settling down. It's 5K, 10K and onwards now. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you in there as well.
Same with you, man.
It's been great to come on here and listen to your story. The fact you're just smiling constantly just tells me either you're very happy to be on here with me or you're very happy with your journey in DL. But nonetheless, any final words, anything you'd like to say before we wrap up?
I would say both, but I would say big ups to everyone that helped me in practicing sales, the mock calls I did, everyone that showed up. And also, I love the beer, man. to be honest.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to seeing the next part of your journey. You're doing what you're doing, and I'll see you in the community.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Take care,
that.
brother.